Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of the Professor's Picks. It's Friday, and the professor is here, Mr. Ken Golden. What's going on, man?
And it's really Friday.
It is really Friday.
Yeah, it's
We
really
normally
Friday
don't
for
tape
sure.
these on Friday. We tape them on
Yeah.
Thursday. But as many of you know, I was out at Queensryche yesterday all day, and so here we are, Friday morning. You're watching in the afternoon or evening, but yeah, we are actually sitting here late morning before lunch doing this. I'm still not quite awake yet or with it, but I'm doing the best I can. So.
I'm never awake, so
Yeah. I'm usually very chipper and peppy in the morning, but I'm not today. I am completely dragging today.
if you're leaving it on me, it's going to be a very moribund session. We'll get through it, though. We'll get through
Yes.
it.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will.
All right, so let's knock the pre-orders out. Got two titles. First one, people asking me, Hawkwind, Hole the Mountain Grill, esoteric. They're doing a nice job of
Mining.
mining the Hawkwind catalog. Uh, Classic Hole and Mountain Grill. Is it their best? Certainly, you can make an argument
One
for
of
it.
them. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's one of the top. It's one of the greats. So
And that
it
album
comes.
cover. That album cover. Oh,
Oh yeah, yeah. I have an original British of that album. Oh, it's great. It's coming in on August 29th. Three different versions. There is believe it's I think it's a two CD, might be a single CD. There's a two LP set and the big Kahuna, seven CD, two Blu-ray box set. I'm looking at my notes. Has the original mixes from the original, went back to the master tapes. Steven Taylor did new mixes from the multi-tracks, has two previously unreleased full concerts from 1974, plus a new mix of the 1999 Party in Chicago, which was an archival release that came out years ago. It was quite good. The Blu-rays have 5.1 mixes, plus there's seven bonus tracks of rare singles and studio outtakes. So
what's that retailing for?
I think it's 150. It's expensive. People please got to remember two things of work that's going on now. Now we're getting hit with a 10% tariff on all CDs and vinyl. So you're going to notice that as we restock these European imports, prices are going up a buck or two. And also the dollar is getting crushed at the moment. The last time I bought British pounds, which was last week, I actually paid $1.36. It's
Yeah.
that in itself is about a good 10% hike over what I normally pay. So you factor all these things in, and unfortunately, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So luckily, we get some very good shipping deals, so we're able to minimize some of the actual shipping costs. So I think our price is competitive. It's just, it's a big deal box set. It's $150. That's what it is. Got another box set for you. Also August 29th. John Weton, Consensus 2. It's a 10 CD box set. This is apparently there's going to be three. We already sold the Consensus one. This is the second in the series. 10 CD box set of live performances, and it says with bonus tracks when available. So, um, it's John Wetton doing his solo material, UK material, Asia material,
Yep.
Crimson material.
First first set was pretty solid.
Yeah, so there you go. You reviewed it, didn't you? I
Yep.
think.
Yep.
Yeah. So okay, next. Now we're getting to the regular releases for the week. Oh, by the way, last thing I guess you say, since they're both August 29th, I don't really care if you guys want to, if you're feeling it and you want to order them together, it's fine. You could put them on the same order. I'm not gonna bitch about it, and you'll save a little bit on the shipping. So anyway, okay, regular releases. This is a good one. A to Z 2 or squared or
And actually, according to Mr. Zonder, it's pronounced A through Z is the
A
way it used
through
to be.
Z.
A through Z. I know I've been saying it wrong myself, but the album is called A to Z2. So yeah, it's very good actually. Very
Yeah.
good.
So it's Mark Zonda, Ray Alder. Now Nick Van Dyke from Redemption is on board. Philip Bino, great bass player, played with Steve Vai. He's on bass. Simone Mulrooney from DGM. He's the second guitarist, great shredder. And James Waldo from Alcatraz
Yeah, Jimmy Waldo. Yeah, on keyboards. Yep.
on
Yep.
keyboards. So, and he was also apparently he was in New England.
Yes. Yep. Yep.
So,
And he's also in Warlord right
oh,
now.
really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, is Zonda still doing Warlord?
Yeah. Yeah. It's there's he says there might be something new coming from them, so we'll see. They
Okay.
playing some shows here and there. Yeah.
All right. There you go. Resurrecting the past.
Yeah. Yeah. Why not? Love
All
that.
right. Now we got Amayson Catalyst. So, Amayson, this is very early French. It's more of a psychedelic album than a prog album. The band were some of the members of the band were associated with David Allen and Gong. I believe they recorded on the Banana Moon album. There's there's a bit of a Gong feel to it. I mean, not the really like wacko, stuff, but it will remind you a little bit of early Gong, and it's got some great guitar work. Uh, and it's one of the forerunners of the French, progressive scene. This was originally came out on BYG, part of the Actuel series, which was kind of a weird series that it did back in the day because it was a mix of progressive music, I guess you'd call it, and a lot of free jazz. So it was all different musicians recording for Actuel. They went back to the original tapes, and they're doing a nice job. So there we go. Next, this was a bit of a discovery. Have not had this release for about 7, 8 years. Anglagard, Prague Pa Svenska, live in Japan, double CD. Uh, Joel Barrios was handling Anglagard's website, and he had a bunch of copies left over. He said, "Ken, are you interested?" And me and Mr. Feigenbaum, we scooped up the last copies on the planet. So I have pretty good supply of this. This is Anglagard, recorded live in Japan, obviously, double CD, incredible performance, incredible sound. We have a great price on it, $16, double CD. This is it. I mean, when this is gone, it's gone. The band is not proactive. Is yeah. You don't have it. This is fantastic. And I gotta say, I gotta talk about one thing about Anglagard and sound. The albums, as we all know, those albums are classics, right? They're fantastic. In my opinion, the first two studio albums, even the third one, not the greatest sounding albums, especially Hybris, not particularly great. But this this is phenomenal sounding. And I bought it on vinyl. I even bought it on vinyl. This is demo quality. That's how good it is.
Hmm.
Very, and it's the thing. It really accentuates how good they were as a live band. You get all those shadings of light and dark. You know, just great, great, great. Very dynamic. It's really good.
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely set one aside for me.
yes, I shall. Next, the companion. Well, sort of. Anglagard. This is a Blu-ray DVD set. You get a Blu-ray and a DVD. This was recorded in Norway. It's called Made in Norway. And I will warn everybody in advance that you may, even though it was manufactured in the US, it was filmed in Europe, and there may be an issue with some older machines because of the frame rate conversion. So if you're sitting on an ancient DVD player or the first generation Blu-ray player, you may have a problem playing this. So having said that, we ain't taking them back. So if you buy it, it's a one-way deal. Make sure that you can play it. You have a recent machine, not gonna, generally speaking, shouldn't be an issue. But again, Pro Shot, DVD, and Blu-ray. Take your choice. So again, these are like the last copies. Um, when they're gone, they're gone. The band just perhaps because of the lineup change and what have you, and the schism in the band, uh, they're not proactive as far as keeping the catalog in print.
Hmm.
So it happened that Joel had them, and I think Joel wanted to I think Joel wanted to make some room in his house, and he said, "You interested in these?" I'm like, "Yeah, send them on up." So we got them, and they're both selling very, very well. Next, Animate, Laudanum. Animate are a Polish band. We sold their first album, did very well with it some years ago. Uh, Now they're back with their second album, and they came back as an instrumental trio. So they've jettisoned the vocals. Very, very good instrumental progressive metal. I hear a lot of Dream Theater in their music. So if you're if you like instrumental prog, you like heavy instrumental prog, if you like progressive metal, good chance you're gonna like this band. Very good. Guitar player. He's he's listened to John Petrucci more than once. You know.
As a
So
lot of people, as a lot of people have.
yeah, that's right. Exactly. It's very, very good. Next is the new one from Gösta Berling's Saga, Forever Now, the Swedish band. Kind of eclectic. I haven't had a chance to listen to this one. They've left Inside Out Music. They are now with Pelagic, and I shouldn't say I lied. I listened to like a few tracks, and if you're expecting the early Gösta Berling Saga, which had sort of that classic Swedish prog, you know, dark Scandinavian thing going on, this is a bit more experimental. And but it's in keeping with the albums that they did on Inside Out. So if you enjoy those, you're going to like this. Next, Adam Holesman, great fusion keyboard player, played with Miles Davis, been touring with Steven Wilson. This is his new Zombie Apocalypse. He's got Randy McStein playing guitar. Also, I think Randy's also singing on this. Adam is married to Jane Gedder. She's playing guitar in here, and I have not heard it. It is supposed to be a mix of jazz and electronica. So it's out. Today is the street date. So I guess if you stream and you want to just check it out, I imagine you'll be able to hear it on all the streaming services. Inglorious Five, glorious melodic hard rock. Great singer Nathan James. Kind of shook. Apparently, he shook up the lineup. It's like an all new lineup. You like these guys, Pete?
I like their first couple albums. I don't think I listened to the last one, but yeah, they're good. I think their first two were the strongest. Then they
Not.
kind of started to sound a little generic to me, but a lot of people dig him. He's a great singer. Don't get me
He's a
wrong.
great singer. That's not. They're not my. That's not my style of music. But he really is. He's the whole show.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the show. Okay. Excuse me. Getting a lot of interest in the new Catatonia. Nightmares as extensions of the waking state. So right after I sent you that, Pete, uh, a media book version showed up.
Of course it
So
did.
yeah, I frankly I had forgotten that I had ordered. Do you get a chance to listen to it yet?
I got through half of it. Yeah, I played like half of it.
Apparently, new guitar player, and but good, bad,
It still sounds like Catatonia. If you like
good.
Catatonia, you'll dig it.
I like Catatonia. They're a good band. I mean, they're kind of depressing, but
Yeah, their music. I wish their music was a little more. I don't want to say uplifting because I like a lot of dark and kind of depressing stuff, but I think I found over the years that every album just sounds so much like the one that came before it. It's not necessarily a bad thing because they're all good, but
yeah,
I almost wish they would mix it up a little bit, like some of the early stuff which has some death metal and doom in it, like,
yeah.
and then they hit a point where they're just like every album kind of gives you the kind of the same stuff. And again, a lot of people like that because it's familiar and it's
Yeah,
good.
I mean, I kind of classify them as doom metal, but because it has that sort of dark, doomy atmosphere,
Yeah, yeah.
but it's yeah a little depressing. But I don't think of them when I say doom metal. I don't think of them as like Saint Vitus or,
Candlemass or something. No, no.
yeah, nothing like
Because
that.
they got some gothic elements there, and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, and they make some prog moves, and
yeah,
they're a very good band.
yeah. A lot of
So
people love it.
so there's two versions. There's the CD, and then there's the media book version, and the media book version has two extra tracks. Okay, next one, fantastic album. This is going to make a lot of people's year-end top 10 lists. And I think it's a cool cover. This is the new one from Moonletters. It's called This Dark Earth. Moonletters are a band from Seattle. And I got to say, if you're a fan of Ekelin, this album is going to rock your world. So there, there is a lot of affinity to what Ekelin does in terms of the vocalist, the lead vocalist, Michael Trey. He actually sounds a lot like Ray Weston. And they do the vocal harmonies like Ekelin does. But the thing that's really cool, there's a lot of like retro 70s keyboards and stuff. There's Mellotron and stuff. There's a 17-minute track on here. It it's just great. It's just a great record. Their first album was well, I think they had what? Yeah, I guess there was two previous albums. Both fine albums. We sold a ton of them. This thing is easily their best, and it is great.
Hmm.
So this is today's buy or die. The new one from Moonletters, This Dark Earth. I think it's only $10, and I highly recommend it. Next, we got Inside Out is doing reissues of Nightingale. Here is The Breathing Shadow. This is expanded to a 2 CD set. You get 13 bonus tracks with live demos and remixes. Super Sister, Nancy Never Knew. Did you get to hear this when you did your rankings?
Yeah.
No, not for you. Didn't like it. I haven't listened to it. I heard that the tunes are a bit shorter, and it's kind of reminiscent of Super Sister, classic. R.J. Stipes is the main guy, and they're now a trio. So you hated
Yeah,
it. You hated it.
it's it's got some elements that they're trying to recapture the old days, but it sounds a little tired to me. But and that album cover is just absolutely horrible. But I think people who are completists and want to see
If
what
you're a
they're up
fan,
to, yeah,
yeah, it's been selling. So yeah, if you're a Super Sister fan, why not? You know. Okay. That's it for like new stuff. We finally got back to Pat Travers, Heat in the Street. Not too many left, but maybe when somebody hits the site, when they see the video, we still might have a couple of copies. I'll restock it again. It's so far outside of what I normally would sell that I've been really I've been very careful as far as how many copies I bring in, because a year from now I don't want to be walking over to the shelf and seeing like 10 copies sitting there. So I brought it in because you and Anthony were asking about it. So, and I know you raved about it.
yeah.
Eric bought one the other
Eric
day.
bought one too. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's really good. Probably
Yeah.
one of my favorite things that have come out in a while on that label. I mean, just really good.
Yeah. Well, there's not much that comes out of Cleopatra to get excited about, but yeah, but they do crank it out. All right. The vinyl, we'll get out of here real quick because it's all stuff we have on CD. We talked about A through Z. Amayson, nice gatefold. Costa Berling Saga. Catatonia, really nice. The lettering, the Catatonia is in like gold leaf. It's quite nice. And Super Sister, and that's the vinyl for today. And I want to show off. I want to show off my ridiculous shirt. Look at this thing. Yeah.
No,
So
no story behind it.
I had a customer who liked making shirts and sending me shirts. This has been sitting in the closet for years. First time wearing it, and remember the Got Milk?
Oh yeah.
So he made me a Got Prague, which I used to wear to like Nearfest and stuff. I mean, So
Well, that's the place where you should wear it.
yeah, this one is particularly horrible.
I could just see like walking around the supermarket with that and people looking like Prague Army. What is the
Right.
thing? Is that armadillo? What is he laying on? What
You
is?
know, when I would wear if I would wear like the Got Prague shirt in public, people would comment and ask me like, "What does that mean?"
Yeah, exactly. What is this Prague
And
thing?
then you had to get into a whole explanation about progressive rock and stuff, and they
And their
kind of
eyes glaze over, and they're like,
yeah, they shake their head. They shake their head like they know, but they don't know.
yeah.
So this is yeah, you
So
don't
I'll
know.
just throw this out here because they have arrived, but more on this later. But
Oh wow.
so
Oh,
more to come on that, folks.
all right.
Yes. I don't know when the street date is on these, but
I don't know, but you got them early, really early.
yeah, I've got the connection with the label, so they're
That's very nice. Yeah, we have it up for pre-order. So yeah, so, cool, very good.
I gotta take the shrink wrap off of those and start checking them out because I know Mr. Reed is going to want to do a review with me in a not too distant future. So I got some listening to do.
And it looks like it's not going to be too tough an assignment.
No, I mean I know the album well. I mean,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
exactly.
It's not going to be a
It's more
chore.
like just kind of listening to all the bonus stuff and playing some stuff on the, because I want to hear like that. They got all sorts of mixes and things on here. It's like God, I can't keep track of all this shit.
Do you
Uh,
ever listen? Do you ever listen to like the 5.1 stuff?
yeah, when I have time to. So I mean, I would like to do that more often, but that's like out there, and it's obviously a shared space, and she doesn't want to hear my music, so it's like it's. But yeah, sometimes like when I'm home, when I'm here by myself, I'll play some of that stuff, and I'll be like, oh, cool. I enjoy it. I'll crank it up, and the whole house, is shaking.
I never did. I never did a 5.1 setup. I never wanted to. I never cared about it. I just care about stereo. And yeah, when I got a nice new TV, I got like this very sophisticated Sennheiser sound bar, which costs as much as the TV. And I mean, it's crazy. It's 13 drivers in it. Had Dolby Atmos and stuff. It's kind of cool, but like I don't want to hear Bill Bruford like playing drums over my shoulder. You know?
I like it. I got the two speakers and the subwoofer in the back part of the room. So like I'll sit on the love seat all the way the far end of where the TV and the stereo and the player is. And I'll be sitting there and I'll hear little stuff going on over here and little stuff going on over here in the floor while
Yeah.
I'm making and I'm hearing it's pretty cool. But I don't get to do that too often though. But
There you go.
it's the way to do it, to sit and listen and not do anything else, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. So,
And I know
hey,
you
listen.
make time all the time to do that. I don't do that. I need to do that. I'm always listening while I'm doing other things. And it's like,
Eventually, I'll do a listening room thing when we talk about that. I'd like to do something about like the listening experience because just talking to people listen to music in so many different ways,
yeah, yeah, I do.
and how you absorb it and interact with it. It's totally different.
Yeah.
So we'll do a show next week, and my new employee is starting the next day.
Oh, wow.
So,
Okay.
yeah. So Jeff Rappaport is coming on board, and yeah. So please next week, take it easy on me
Okay.
because I'll be training. What are you saying?
I'm trying to figure out that album above or below your left shoulder. I know the
Uh,
album cover, but I'm just
Psychotic Waltz.
that I thought so. Yeah. Okay. I was like, it looks like it, but I'm not quite sure.
Did you get Pete? Did you get the Naxatress from me? Because I don't know if you
Yes.
could see. You can see the Naxatress of it. You did get it? Yeah.
Yeah. I have not listened. I have that in the motorcycle. I have not listened to either one of them. They're both here.
Yeah. You're gonna love. I think you're gonna love the Naxatress. It's pretty
Yeah.
phenomenal.
I've got so much stuff to listen to. It's just,
Well, I saw you got that Rock Candy
yeah,
packages.
I've got that.
I wrote to the label. They didn't get back to me.
No. Yeah. I wrote to him as well. I wanted to get him on the show, but I haven't heard
Is that
back.
Derek Oliver?
Yeah. Yeah.
I have
Be a great guest, but
someplace hiding in the house is a want list that Derek Oliver had. He was collecting. This is ancient list. I think he was still at Atlantic Records or Echo. I think he was at Echo, and he had a want list of like private release hard rock albums and stuff. I mean, there was stuff on that list you never heard of it. Stuff. I mean, it was really obscure, and I'm sure the stuff now is even more collectible. But that was my interaction with Derek Oliver. But 30 some odd years ago.
Yeah,
I sent an email because the Rock Candy doesn't have a distributor over here as far as I know.
they should. Yeah, I know. It's
I mean, they're quite
people
prolific.
love this stuff. They're great. They do a great job. They really do.
Yeah. So, well, maybe if somebody from the label is watching this, maybe they'll respond to my email.
How long
And
ago was this that you reached out?
a week ago.
Oh, so recently. Okay.
I mean, AOR. I mean, I hear them as an AO. I see the label as an AOR label, which is not. And I know hard rock. That's not what we do. But occasionally we might bring the occasional Frontiers title in. But if the stuff's not available, I would be amenable to bringing it in.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be nice to have an outlet for here because a lot of us we just order directly from them because it's hard to get them other way.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
I'll see. Maybe I'll take another run at them at some
there you
point.
go. Yeah, might be
There you
worth it.
go.
So.
Alrighty.
Cool. All right, so we'll the full list will be pinned down in the comments for you. Lasercd.com is the URL. So go copy and paste, have loads of fun, and remember,
Buy a lot, buy often.
that's right.
Yes, please.
So happy shopping, everyone, and we'll see you next week here on the channel. We've got coming up in just a couple hours. We got 4 Fusion Friday tonight. George has picked out 4 very cool, obscure 90s fusion releases that none of us knew. Well, Eric and I didn't know. So it's been interesting to kind of listen to these 4 albums. So we'll be talking about those later on tonight. And tomorrow is Jamie Laszlo and the review crew, and Sunday, ranking the albums of Malice. That's what you got coming up this weekend. So stay tuned for all of it. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube all together all the damn time. I'm gonna go try and get some rest. I was gonna go to the gym, but I'm thinking I'm not going to the gym today. The way I have no energy at all for that. So I'm just gonna on my lunch hour. I'm just gonna go maybe catch a couple C's or something. So
it was leg day. You could pass. You could pass on leg
yeah,
day.
actually it was. So
There
it was. So it's not a big loss actually. So
you
I'll make up for it tomorrow. It's no big deal. So
go.
thanks for watching, everybody. See you next week here on the Professor's Picks for Ken Golden. I am Pete Pardo. Enjoy your weekend. See you tonight on 4 Fusion Friday in just a couple hours. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.
Okay. Thanks.